This year's from the Daily Mail. Blake Lively branded a toxic diva as experts dissect her latest catastrophic legal move against Justin Baldoni. Let's see what we got. So they're talking about Blake Lively's decision to subpoena more than a dozen journalists and small creators, and they say it's ignited a free speech firestorm. As we learned, I think we could all agree from Johnny Depp's case, is that free speech goes as far as defaming someone else. Your free speech stops when it defames someone else and hurts their livelihood or damages their reputation. So Blake Lively would have to argue that her reputation got damaged because of these creators and YouTubers and things. But my point is, and we got to go by individual cases, but I'm probably sure in like 95% or more, YouTubers and creators are reporting on a third-party source. Right now, I'm reporting on the Daily Mail. I'm saying my opinion, but I'm saying what they're saying and passing that along. Same thing with what pretty much all the creators do. You take a third-party source, because you're sitting behind the screen at home, and you give your opinion. So if Blake Lively wants to subpoena someone and blame them for defamation, ultimately what we're talking about, well, here's the Daily Mail. How about Sky News? Whatever, whoever reported on you. You're kind of skipping a step. They quote this guy Schiffer, CEO of Reputation Management Consultants, and he says, when you demand IP addresses and PayPal receipts from hobby vloggers, you risk being seen mugging the First Amendment in broad daylight. I'll agree with the guy. Blake Lively just doesn't like the fact that people can express their opinion online. And of course, she doesn't like the fact that they're not really on our side most of the time. She asked for personal information, financial records, things like that. People are calling it overreach, and I agree. He then says that watching a Hollywood millionaire trigger a subpoena bloodbath against hobby vloggers will flip some fans' love into loathing. I'm not sure about that. I tend to think people have already taken sides for the most part. Like, who are we talking about with these people in the middle? I don't know. I guess there's casual people in the middle. Sure. But if you're a huge fan of Blake, like really a fan, and you're just a casual, then you don't really care so much what she does because you're a casual. I know, at least for me, for actors I watch casually, I just don't care or read up on the news on what they do. And to be brutally honest, I'd rather not know so I can enjoy their movies in a lot of cases. For example, James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano. I'm a pretty huge fan of the show. I don't want to know what he does. It's okay. His private life, his personal life, don't tell me. It's been like my favorite show for like 25 years or whatever since it came out. Don't want to know. So if you're a huge fan of someone, a lot of times you just kind of give the blind eye. But sure, maybe some people in the middle or whatever will loathe Blake for this. As they should, by the way. Disney-grade charm mutates into a mutant privacy predator the instant she subpoenas creators' data and drenches Blake's rom-com glow in legal napalm. This subpoena spree risks turning America's sweetheart into Big Brother Blake. Sure. Yeah, I would agree. They then say hauling a channel with 38 subscribers into federal court is the PR equivalent of clubbing baby seals for sport. 38 subs? I mean, sometimes like very low subs start getting high views. They have these clip videos and they pop up and people watch them for the clips but don't subscribe because there's no substantial personality behind it or whatever. Could be something like that. But even so, 38 subs? And the guy continues. Even if legally permissible, the optics are poor, like a power play, not a fact-finding measure. This approach may erode goodwill and invite scrutiny about intent. Was the goal justice or silence, he added. Right, like I said, you have to prove that. What was the goal? Public figures already operate under a microscope. Targeting micro-influencers, including those with limited followers, might appear excessive, possibly punitive. If the subpoenas appear more about optics and control than legal merit, the court of public opinion will be less forgiving. They quote another lawyer saying, subpoenas such as this can create a chilling effect, discouraging individuals from exercising their rights to free speech and commentary out of fear of legal repercussions and harassment. All right. I agree with the lawyers on this one. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I hope this doesn't work out for Blake. I hope it lowers her reputation and likability that much more. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.